Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Utah Jazz. At center, Kyle Filipowski. At shooting guard, Benedict Mathurin. At power forward, Jaren Jackson Jr. At the other forward position, Lauri Markkanen. At the other guard position, Keontae George.
Forward, number 4, starting at the shooting guard position, standing 6'2", number 55, Elijah Martin. At center, 7 feet tall, number 17. It's J.B. Jonas Valanciunas. At small forward, 6'7", number 0, Kawhi Leonard. At the other guard position, at 6'6" number 1, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The head coach of your home team. Another round of applause for your Toronto Raptors.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending Sunday evening with us. So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. We've got Lauri Markkanen, Keontae George out here with Benedict Mathurin, and it's Filipowski, and it's Jackson in at the 4. And for Toronto, Kawhi Leonard out there with Scotty Barnes. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Martin in at the shooting guard position. A significant amount of games behind us now. Rookies are definitely starting to feel it, Doris.
I mean, at this point, it's been almost twice the amount of games they played during a college season. Very hard to prepare rookies for that first run through an NBA schedule. Well, just a great read by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, getting in transition, making it easy.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. Jaren Jackson Jr. was the topic, and Coach was impressed by the tape. He said, the more I watch of Jaren, the more I'm convinced he's the best defensive player in the league. He does so much for their team, and we're going to have to be hyper-aware of his weak side help tonight. Coach isn't alone on that appraisal. BA, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the best in the game at mining fouls. It drives social media absolutely crazy.
Toronto shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, this guy's so crafty. Once he catches the defender a little bit out of position, it's a very good bet he's going to get some free throws.
First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Filipowski. Oh, they get a hand on it. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
Raptors ball.
And so here is Toronto. 7-point differential. Leonard for 3. Sinks the tray. Leonard's got 6 points.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect. Yeah, Markkanen, a big-time athlete, set that lob up in the air, and he'll finish.
And good whistle there.
George, second personal foul, second team foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Raptors.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Utah making a switch here. Collier's checked in.
What's been amazing to watch is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going from good player to now putting his name at the very top of the list in terms of great guards in the league.
Martin outside. Toronto passing it around. The three from Barnes. Knocks it down from distance. 6 points for him.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Pass to Leonard. Now here's Barnes. Fires the three. And again, Toronto with a triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Collier. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Doris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
And now the first timeout called here for Utah.
You could really see his squad was losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
Some changes for Toronto. Jackson Davis is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Temple is subbed in for Martin. Then for Utah, Grant's checked in for Filipowski. Jang comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Sensabaugh is subbed in for Matherin. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. Williams is checked in for Utah.
On the floor for the Jazz, Williams.
Utah on D. They trail by 14. Leonard for three. It's hauled in by Collier.
He's always quick to pop out and defend the three.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done. I'll tell you, delivering the basketball in tight spots is not easy, but he made it look that way.
Leonard for three. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Jang's got 5.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Jazz trail by 15. Pass to Jang. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Jang gets the bucket. He's got 9.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Timeout called, the Raptors. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year.
The last season, they swept this team, though both were struggling throughout the year.
Some changes for Toronto. DeMar DeRozan's checked in for Jackson Davis. Quickly comes in for Temple. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Gilgeous-Alexander. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, the Jazz have traded away a lot of their veterans. All-star Lauri Markkanen still remains. After a down-shooting season a year ago, perhaps he needs to build his value back up around the league before they would consider moving him.
He can heat up in a hurry. Appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. Left side, Barnes. And that comes off the assist by Lowry.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
So it's Utah now. Leonard up top. He's covered by Grant. To the middle. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Barnes has got 17.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Here's Sensabaugh. He had 9 points in his last time out. Pass to Collier. And Williams punches it home.
When Jeremy Grant is dishing out an assist, that is a great sign for this team.
Leonard for three. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment, you play the right way.
We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. Toronto out in front, running away with it. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
We've got Kyle Lowry, Kawhi Leonard out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. Then it's R.J. Barrett, and it's Temple in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. George drives in. Soft touch off the glass. George has gotten his second bucket on the night.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Shot is good by Barrett.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
They were really able to exploit that defense. I mean, getting almost any shot they wanted. It was that easy.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Almost converts despite the contact.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. All right, Doris, when you're talking about the type of player who comes off the bench, what kind of player do you like best in that 6-man role?
I mean, for me personally, I love guys who can keep pressure on the defense with their scoring ability. Somebody who can shoot with range or put it on the deck, because then your offense doesn't take a step back.
Markkanen from long range. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
3 points.
Markkanen's got 5 now.
Whatever the range is, Lauri Markkanen has it. He is such a sweet shooter.
Here's George. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Martin, he's checked in for Toronto. Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
Here's George, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Utah shooting their second attempt at the line tonight.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, team. Well, a lot of French players are coming into the league, and Rudy Gobert said it's amazing. The first ones, like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw, they paved the way. Now, French kids aren't scared to dream about the NBA. They have role models that they can look up to and try to follow. Back to you.
Merci. Allie, thanks for the report. Toronto passing it around. Pass to Temple. The 3. Knocks down the long J. Temple's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, it's his intelligence that puts Kyle Lowry up there with the top assist men in the NBA.
Jackson, pass to Filipowski. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. To the left side wing, Temple. And again, Toronto with a triple.
And just sinks it over the tall defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Here we go. Here's George. Again, Utah, good for 2.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
And Toronto calls time here. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually looked so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Scotty Barnes checked in for Toronto. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Lowry. Then for Utah, Jeremy Grant. He's checked in for Filipowski. And Sensabaugh subbed in for Lauri Markkanen. Utah making a switch here. Jang's checked in. SGA can't get it to go.
We call that lockdown perimeter defense against an excellent three-point shooter.
And he dumps it down.
What vision, what feel by Keontae George.
Outside Barnes. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Great touch from deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Now, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Toronto shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. A different look here for Utah. Williams comes in for Jackson, and it's Collier in for George.
What you love about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
And he's doing all he can for his team. Just perfect shooting thus far. Now, it's time. His teammates, they really have to step up.
Utah shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA. Is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Utah shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. Kevin Love's checked in for Jang.
For one.
And that one misses.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Barnes finds Gilgeous-Alexander. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists tonight.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Here's Collier. And counted from 12 feet. Collier's gotten 4 this quarter.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Martin. And the Raptors, another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Jazz trail by 16. Here's Collier. A 14-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn. Man, they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. Look at who's out there now for Toronto. Leonard's checked in for Scotty Barnes. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Temple. And Emmanuel Quickley subbed in for Valanciunas. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
R.J. Barrett, he's checked in for Leonard. Raptors lead by 13. Quickly outside. Right side Barrett. Toronto passing it around. Pass to DeRozan. Launches it. And again, Toronto with a triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's blocked by SGA.
6'6" with excellent defensive instincts. SGA, one of the best shot-blocking guards in the league.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Utah. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Dinwiddie. The ball's knocked loose. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
He hasn't drawn as many fouls this quarter. Isn't playing with the same edge he started out with.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line.
And you can see his focus at the stripe this half has been tremendous.
That's good from SGA.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. 15 seconds left in the half. Tipped away from the arc. Shot's good by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh's got 5.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
The 3 from DeRozan. Gets the 3 to fall.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Toronto. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. More 2K action in just a moment.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the way in the first half. He ended up with 22 points, 4 steals, and 2 blocks. So far, he's played a big role for his team here. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what'd you see out there?
Well, when you pass the ball the way they have, Ernie, I mean, this is the kind of scoring line we're playing. The guys are noticing, and the difference is the ball movement. I mean, they're moving the ball around, and it's striking.
Shaq, what's your take on Utah so far?
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. But nope, just keep giving up open looks, letting the league get bigger and bigger and bigger.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. So the Jazz 5 right now. We've got Jaren Jackson. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Keontae George. Then it's Kyle Filipowski. And it's Markkanen in at the 3. Small forward.
I'm surfing